So today we are dealing with the subject strategic management. This is a common paper, 4 days MBA 405, and you are the students of 4th semester. So the today's chapter is related to diversity, cultural diversity. So under cultural diversity, chapter global strategy. It is 5th chapter, global strategy. Under global strategy, it is managing cultural diversity. Clear everyone? Sure. In the class, we have already done the 4th chapter. It is managing cultural diversity. Clear? Hello, please respond. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Actually, the audio is sometimes got blank. Some words.
Okay. Okay, wait, just 2 minutes. ঠিক আছে দেখছি কি করা
এখন
যায়।
ঠিক আছে ম্যাম আমাদের
ঝামেলা আচ্ছা দাঁড়াও
now it is okay
এবার ঠিক
please continue
now it's okay
yeah, ma'am.
okay so everyone is there. Whenever I am saying something, please respond yes ma'am or no ma'am, otherwise it is not I won't be able to connect. Okay, so starting from the beginning, this is your common paper, strategic management, paper code MBA 405, 6th chapter, that is global strategy. Under global strategy, today's topic is managing cultural diversity. Clear? Okay. So what is diversity? Diversity can be said as the mosaic of people who bring variety of backgrounds, styles, perspectives, then values and beliefs as an asset to the groups and organizations with which they actually interact. Like we can say, suppose this is the organizational space. Look at the board. Yeah, this is the organizational space. Now, hello? Someone is coming from, suppose, Russia. Someone is coming from China, and these are the host country nationals, that is Indians. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Continue.
Okay, please respond. Otherwise, I will think that no one is there. Okay. So this is the organizational space where employees who are coming from US, someone coming from Russia, someone from China, are creating a mosaic type of background where everyone has different type of styles, their values, their perspectives, all are different. Like we can say in Indian, traditional Indian culture, we are supposed to stay with our old parents after their retirement and till they are alive. But in case of American culture, they being separated from their parents whenever they are being adults. So their family structure, their values, their cultural ethics, all are different from ours. Now, in that case, all these people are coming in a place where they can interact. Like, can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. So in that case, all are interacting within an organization. So this is creating a common space for everyone.
Yes.
So this space is actually where all the cultures meet, and here Indians are sharing some values with USA people, some with Chinese. They are so this is the topic today which we are dealing with. That is cultural diversity. Now, suppose why we need to study this. Now, suppose one day one HR policy comes where you need to wear ethnic dress. You have heard like this year only in the when Mohalaya was there. So in each and every software company, HR people said that you need to wear ethnic wear in Kolkata itself, like in Sector 5. It is a real example. Now, the ethnic wear which is for Indian, it is not same for the others. And the question comes, if these two people are orthodox, like the US people and the China people, if they are very much concerned about their cultural factors, then do they wear ethnic wear on that particular day of Mohalaya? Some reason. They have some reason to wear ethnic wear on Mohalaya, but they don't have any reason to wear ethnic wear on Mohalaya. So why should they? And here they can raise complaint that we are not supposed to wear ethnic wear on that particular day, but we are bound to do that. So these are the problems which a company faces where there is different people working from different regions, from different religions, from different countries. Like each and every company's dream is to be a MNC company, right? Right now who is working as a small scale, who is working in a small scale, and that particular organization is also wants to be an MNC one day. So whenever you are working as an MNC in global business, you will face this type of problems, which is completely related to diversity of employees. Now, there are so many things like we can say here factors related to cultural diversity. Okay, would you like to write that diversity definition? Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
shall I tell you the diversity definition?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, diversity is the mosaic of people who bring a variety of backgrounds, styles,
Background.
styles, perspectives, values, and beliefs as assets
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম তারপরে
to the groups and organizations,
অ্যাসেটের পর টু দ্য গ্রুপ
and assets for to the groups and organizations with which they interact.
ওকে ম্যাম
Area is a cultural diversity quotient, which actually makes everyone to realize the other person is different from me. Their culture, their beliefs, everything is different. Now there are factors which actually contribute to this thing. That is your these factors related to cultural diversity. The first one is age. This is age. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. So suppose in a parent company, you know already these parent national, then do you know that geocentric, regiocentric, polycentric, ethnocentric?
Yes.
Everyone?
ইয়েস ম্যাম
Hello? Okay. So suppose in a parent national organization, like suppose someone is coming to India to deliver some job. Now he is, suppose he is at the age of 55. Okay. Now in India, the people who are working as developers, like software developers, they are mainly between the age group of 22 to 40. Now he may face a challenge to cope up with all these people, because at the age of 55 he is also a developer, but here the developers are the younger ones. So from our experience, we have seen that whenever we grow up older, we actually face some type of rigidity related problems.
ভূমিকা হচ্ছে
Hello? Hello?
হ্যালো
Hello?
Hello. Ma'am.
Can you hear me?
ইয়েস ম্যাম প্লিজ
Okay. So that is the age related issue, which can be a real factor. Or suppose the supervisor or the boss is around, he's of like 60, or he's at the age of 48 or 50, and the fresher is joining under him, and he is going to work in Middle East, means Arab countries. So that newcomer may face huge problem, because The it is the reason the age gap is huge, and at the same time the experience gap is also huge, and along with that the other factors is also playing. Ethics, well, they are much more conservative than us, and we are sometimes liberal. So these are the things which makes cultural diversity uh, hard not to crack. Next one is sexual orientation. Like in medieval period, women were not allowed to work outside work, to do the domestic works. But nowadays situation has been changed. But in some countries, like in these case, we can say like Middle East countries mostly, they don't allow their women that much to work with the men. Again, sometimes it has been seen that like some countries we call them motherland, and some countries we call them fatherland. There is, like for example, we can say in case of England or in case of Germany. Like Germany is fatherland, it is not motherland, but India is motherland. But both are lands. If you are going by geography or geological things, scientifically both are lands. There is no scientific. Consider their nation as fatherland or motherland. So the perspective matters a lot. Here, next one is mental and physical abilities. Now, these two, all these things can be matched. No single factor is playing. Here, all the factors are making a group and all cultural diversity. Next one is mental and physical abilities. It is mostly considered that women are lacking of physical abilities. They need more rest or they need more leaves. In organizations, most of the time, uh, it is considered that women are more bound to their personal duties. That's why they are not good workers. These are all most often we visit Bangkok or Pattaya. There you will see women are the main workers who are working outside the home. They are running business, they are doing everything over there. So that is the setup of mind of those people. But at the same time, if you are going to uh, some other country, like some Middle East countries, the picture is different. But if you are coming to US or India, you can see that both, almost everyone is working together, men and women. The next one is ethnicity. Like this one, you will see sometimes you will heard that like whether you belong to some 2 or 3 months or a year back, we have heard that a famous footballer who left Germany just due to ethnic bullying. I just right now I can't remember his name. So he left Germany because he was not his origin was not in Germany. Now again, a person who is not born in US, he cannot be the US president. So these are the things which are related to ethnicity. Like sometimes in Germany, they always prefer that Germans will hold the best position in the company. Others will work under them. Okay, so is there any problem? Someone is writing too much lag. Hello?
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, প্রচুর ল্যাগ করছে আপনার এন্ড থেকে। হ্যালো
Wait a moment.
ম্যাম, শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
হ্যাঁ, আমি শুনতে পাচ্ছি। তোমরা
বলছি
শুনতে
প্রচুর,
পাচ্ছ কি?
হ্যাঁ মাঝে মধ্যে কথা একদম আটকে যাচ্ছে তো, ওই টাইমগুলো শোনাই যাচ্ছে না কিছু।
ওকে, দাঁড়াও, লেট মি ট্রাই। নাও, hello? Now is it okay? Hello? Is it okay? I can't hear your voice. Hello? Can you hear
Yes, ma'am.
me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
now it's audible. Okay, the last one is race. Nowadays, the whole world is facing problems due to racist comments. Yesterday, one event occurred, like in Mumbai, two Manipuris were going and someone has called them Chinese and spit on them. So racism, again, a problem which mainly people face within the organization. Like in some organizations, like which are in UK, mainly in London or in Great Britain, the people who are having black skins, like the people who are from Africa and who are from Jamaica, like that, they are facing problems, like they are always considered as inferior quality workers or employees. So these are the problems, or these are the, sometimes these can be benefits, like the organizations who consider that each an employee can contribute from their cultural values, their beliefs. Those companies are always in better position, because cultural diversity, if you are taking it in a positive way, it will always enrich you. And if you can anticipate the cultural diversity, then it will lead to employee satisfaction. If you can predict what is going to happen related to cultural diversity, then you can manage everyone's mental space. Like if you may have seen in our university holiday list, there are some holidays which are optional, which are mainly for few people who belong to that particular cultural category. So that is again another way to manage cultural diversity. Clear? Any question? Do you have any question related to that? Hello? Yes, can you hear me, or is it clear up to this much?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next one is So now it comes challenges related to diversity. First one is how people will react to the differences. Suppose someone is coming from China to India, and he is going to work in a Marwari farm, where everyone is speaking in their vernacular language, and everyone is talking about that Chinese people. The person can understand from their body language that they are talking about or they are discussing about him, but he cannot do anything. He will feel helpless. Gradually, he will feel demotivated, and one day he will leave the job. So in this case, how now if the HR policy is like that, you will have to speak in English when someone else is there who is not been able to understand your vernacular language, then it will make everyone it will bring everyone in the same platform. Now, how the present employees is going to react on that particular rule is the challenge for the HR manager who is going to implement this type of strategy. Okay, so in case of managing cultural diversity, the very first problem is reaction of the employees. Okay, now next one is so how can we if this is the problem, then how can we make it easier? So if reaction is the problem, solution can be so if reaction is the problem, so how can we solve this? The solution can be influence. You can see the board, right?
Yes, ma'am. Building positive attitude.
Yes. First one is influence, next one is perception, then awareness, and last one is building positive attitude. So the very first one is before that particular person is coming to the organization, influence others to welcome him. Like
Okay.
by doing that, their mindset will be changed and they will be energized to welcome them. Now someone is writing, ma'am. What? Isn't it clear to everyone?
Ma'am, everyone mic was muted, so the meaning of question was happened to but not solved about.
Okay, tell me the question.
ম্যাম প্রত্যেকের নানা কোশ্চেন আছে না, বিভিন্ন রকম কোশ্চেন আছে প্রত্যেকের, তো প্রত্যেকের মাইক মিউট করা আছে, তো সেরকম ইউজ করতে পারছে না।
Okay, let me finish it. Then I will ask you questions and you will ask me questions and I will reply.
ওকে ম্যাম, ওকে।
Okay, just কোয়েশ্চেনটা লিখে রাখো, তাহলে সবটা শেষ হওয়ার পরে একবারে কোয়েশ্চেন অ্যানসার বা ডাউট ক্লিয়ারিং করে নেব।
আরেকটা ম্যাম আছে কোশ্চেন, মানে আরেকজনের আবেদন আছে যেখানে মিটিংটা লক করা আছে, এটা আনলক করতে অনেকে ট্রাই করছে যে জয়েন করার জন্য, বাট হচ্ছে না।
এটা তো আমি কিছু করতে পারবো না, কারণ আমি তো এটা সেট করিনি।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা,
ঠিক আছে, মানে এটা শুভশ্রী ও আর কি অ্যাডমিন এই মিটিংটার, তো ওকে বললে পরে ও হয়তো কিছু করতে পারবে, বিকজ আমিও তোমাদের মতোই জয়েন করেছি, মানে আমি অ্যাডমিন নই।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
Okay. Okay. So next one is perception. Everyone see. Sometimes we use a sentence like first impression is the last impression. That is our perception related to anyone. Whenever we see someone, our perception builds up. So what we can do, we can tell both the parties, like the person who is coming from the different cultural background and the person who is welcoming him, we can tell both the people that this is him, and that is information sharing. Then it will help to build up proper perception. No perceptual bias will occur. Clear? Okay. Next
Okay.
one is awareness. That suppose someone is coming to deliver some particular job in my organization, which is very much important for my organization. So make aware everyone that this job needs to be done. So you cannot do anything which will actually demotivate that person. Rather, you motivate that person and you include him in your group. By that, he will feel sense of belongingness. Okay. Next one is building positive attitude. Like if these three phases are going well, then positive attitude will definitely build up, and we can produce a good result after all the cultural diversity. Okay, so next one is so up to this, do you have any questions to ask? Then I will move to the next one. Hello everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions?
Ma'am, please repeat the point perception.
So suppose first time I am meeting someone, then
Yes,
and
ma'am.
there some perception will be there in my mind. Or before meeting, suppose the first time I had taken your class, before going to your class, I had
Yes.
some perception about you, and you also had some perception about me.
Okay, ma'am.
Now these perceptions can be positive, these perceptions can be negative.
Negative.
But but we are, when we are meeting each other, then everything will be clear. But in case of, if I am from, suppose I am from South India, I don't
Yes.
understand Bengali, and you know very well in your class not everyone is that much proficient in English.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Sometimes we need to explain few things in Bengali to you, make the points
Yes,
clear.
ma'am.
Now when a South Indian teacher is there in your class and she is trying to explain everything, she is giving her best and you are giving your best to understand the
Same.
particular topic, and there is communication barrier,
Okay, ma'am.
and which it will lead to more perceptual bias. Like you will think that if someone is coming from other state, he or she may not be able to make your points clear, or may not be able to make you teach well. Okay, so this is the perception. It is a kind of negative perception. But on the other hand, suppose one teacher is coming from Oxford or Cambridge.
Okay.
Okay, Like some teacher is coming from Oxford and Cambridge, he is a scholar, and before going to his class, you will prepare yourself, because there is one thought in your mind that someone is coming from Oxford or Cambridge, so he must be very good teacher. But it may not happen, because he can be a very good scholar, but he may not be able to deliver lecture very well. So again, your perception and the actual situation is not the same. But these cases can become fatal in case of organizations, where in some organizations it is always thought that people who are from Africa or who are from less developed countries, their educational system is very poor, so they are not that much knowledgeable. On the other hand, the people who are coming from developed countries, hello, someone is right, please mute. So, someone is coming from developed countries, we always think that their education system is so good that they are always good from us. So these things can make huge difference of attitude and behavior from the parent national companies to those people whom we call expatriates, who are coming to other countries to deliver their jobs. Okay, on the other hand, we can see this type of problems in Indian organizations also, where we are very much concerned about our regions, like from which region you belong to. If you are going to work in like we have already heard problems about Tamils and Keralians, then Assamese and Bengalis, and then if like Bengalis, Hindi, people from Hindi speaking region, they used to do bullying. Like our Hindi is very poor. But on the other hand, their Bengali is also very poor. So these things are, this type of diversity makes huge difference when you are going to work together. If your perception is very strong, and if you believe that only a Marwari can do business, then you will never open your mind to welcome others where they can do businesses. And you are not going to engage in a partnership with people who are not Marwaris. So these type of perceptions are there which may hinder your work-related benefits. But on the other hand, different type of perceptions are also there, where we consider everyone same, and if we can consider that, then it will give huge benefits. Like suppose someone is coming from Northeast to your organization, and you don't know the cultural issues related to Northeast. Now this person can give valuable inputs, by using which you can develop specific advertisement which is related to Northeast only. And you can conquer their mind then and there, because now you know their cultural issues. So you can design your product like that. Yes, yes. Again, they are saying my voice is very low. Now, hello. So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is the issue related to perception. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am. Voice er কোনো
Yes,
problem
ma'am.
নেই।
Okay. Any other question?
Please repeat the awareness question.
Okay. Like before anyone is coming to your organization, or you are going to any organization, you must know the cultural issues and ethical issues of that particular organization, or the organization in which country the they are dealing with. Like, say for example, you are going to Saudi Arabia. Okay, there you need to. You may be from whichever religion, but you need to wear hijab. That is their rule. Now you are going to work there as a woman employee. You are going to work in Saudi Arabia, and you don't know that that is the essential part of their culture. Now people will ask you questions. They will tell you something which may be bitter in sense. So before going to work in that particular country, you must be aware of their cultural issues, which are very much important. Now, whenever you are coming to India, suppose you are from other country, you are coming to India, and someone is saying everywhere, in not only in India, everywhere. The Muslims are greeted by saying Assalamu alaikum. Now you must say in response Wa alaikum assalam. So you don't know the response and you are standing still. So the person who is opposite to you, he may think that you are uncultured. So the thing is that again, namaskar and proti namaskar. Means if I am saying namaste, then you must say namaste, because this is the way how we greet each other. So these are the small parts of cultural issues which, if you are aware of that, then you will be in beneficial stage and you can cope up with that particular country's organization very well. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Any other question?
No, all clear, all clear.
Everyone?
All clear, ma'am.
Okay. So for today I am leaving. Again on today it's Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
So Friday, same time we will meet
Friday.
again.
Okay, ma'am.
11
Okay,
to
ma'am.
12.
Friday.
11 to 12. Okay,
We
ma'am.
will
Thank you.
carry on with this chapter. Yes?
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.